Let's talk about the best nutrients to remove plaque from your arteries. When I talk about plaque, I'm talking about three things: the combination of cholesterol, a certain type of protein that creates the fibrosis, and we're talking about calcium. These are the three ingredients to form a band aid when you have inflammation or some type of problem in the inside of your artery. The first thing to know is there's two types of plaque. There's soft plaque, and then there's hard plaque or calcified plaque. They're both very, very different. The soft plaque is very unstable. It's more dangerous. The hard plaque, the more dense plaque, the more stable, the less dangerous. The soft plaque is 4 times as common as the calcified plaque. When you get a CAC test, they give you a score, and this score really represents how much plaque you have in your arteries, mainly the calcified plaque, because a lot of the soft plaque is involved in the turning into calcified plaque. That does not show up on a CAC score. Now, there's something called a CAC paradox, in which you might find that your CAC score goes up after changing your diet, cleaning up the bad stuff, and starting to get healthy. The score might go up. Well, what's happening? It's not getting worse. You're just converting more of that soft plaque to hard plaque where it becomes more stable. And there's some other tests that you can do, which I'm going to explain at the end, that will help you identify more of the soft plaque, because that CAC test really is not the best test to pick up this soft, dangerous, unstable plaque. But I will talk about what tests you should do about this to assess this problem in a moment. You usually have something called glycation connected to it. What is glycation? It's where you have a sugar and a protein that gets stuck together. And so that's involved in a certain protein that kind of locks up and creates problems and inflammation in your body. This soft plaque is usually involved with more oxidation, okay, especially of the LDL. And I'm not talking about LDL in general. I'm talking about the one that's more pathogenic. There's two types of LDL. There's the LDL that's much smaller. It's called the small dense LDL. Okay, that's the more dangerous type, the more pathogenic type, versus the other LDL, which is very different. It's the large buoyant type, and it's not the pathogenic type. You just have to realize there's two types. I'm going to show you a very simple way to use what they give you on your blood test to determine what type of LDL you have. The first one, it's a long name, myeloperoxidase. The next one is LP-PLA2. So those are the two biomarkers that help pick up if you have this soft plaque. Now, another test that probably would be even better if you can do this, and it's a relatively inexpensive, quick, non-invasive test. It's an ultrasound of your carotids, and that gives like a 98.6% prediction of having the problem. There's some other really important values to look at too, is your HDL. Okay, you want that to go up. HDL tends to clean up that pathogenic bad LDL. The next thing you want to see on the low side is triglycerides, because if the triglycerides are high, then you can pretty much know the person's consuming too many carbs. Now, there's another test that if you can get this, it's a really good way of assessing what's really going on with these lipids, okay? And it's called lipoprotein insulin resistance. If you happen to get a blood test and you can request this, it'd be very, very important to know where your number is at, because out of all of the factors